Ever found yourself stuck in a perpetual cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, wondering when you'll finally break free? This is a reality for many people, a hamster wheel of sorts that seems impossible to escape. Picture this: the joy of payday is fleeting, disappearing as swiftly as it arrived, swallowed up by the demands of bills, rent, groceries, and unexpected expenses. Before you know it, you're counting down the days until the next paycheck arrives, and the cycle begins anew. This isn't just about having a low income. Even individuals with seemingly decent salaries can find themselves trapped in this cycle. It's a common issue, a shared struggle that transcends socioeconomic boundaries. But why is it so prevalent, and more importantly, how can we break free? Enter the book, How to Stop Living Paycheck to Paycheck, by Avery Breyer. This isn't just another self-help book. It's a lifeline, a beacon of hope for those ready to step off the treadmill of financial stress and uncertainty. Breyer's book provides practical, actionable steps to not just survive, but thrive financially. It isn't about getting rich quick or unrealistic promises of wealth and prosperity. It's about understanding your financial situation, taking control, and making informed decisions that lead to financial security and freedom. Breyer challenges the notion that living paycheck to paycheck is an unavoidable fact of life. Instead, she proposes that with the right tools and mindset, anyone can overcome this cycle. She delves into the importance of budgeting, understanding the debt trap, the power of saving and investing, and creating multiple income streams. So if you're tired of the worry and stress, the constant juggling of bills, the anxiety that comes with each unexpected expense, this book might just be the solution you've been looking for. It's time to stop merely surviving and start living. It's time to break the paycheck to paycheck cycle and gain the financial freedom you deserve. Are you ready to break the chains of this vicious cycle? Let's dive into the wisdom of Avery Breyer's book. Ever heard the saying, "A penny saved is a penny earned"? Well, it's time to put it into action. So, let's dive into the first key point from Avery Breyer's book, the importance of budgeting. Now, don't cringe at the word budgeting. It's not the monster under your bed or the ghost in your closet. It's simply a plan, a roadmap if you will, for your money. It's about knowing where every penny is going, so you can control its journey. Think of budgeting like the story of a book. Your income is the protagonist, your expenses are the challenges the protagonist faces, and a successful budget is the happy ending you're rooting for. Without knowing the plot, how can we expect the story to unfold in our favor? Here's the plot twist. Tracking income and expenses is not a punishment, it's a tool for liberation, a key to financial freedom. It's like reading a Cliff Notes version of your financial story each month. You see where your protagonist is going, you understand the challenges, and you find ways to lead it to a favorable ending. So how do we do this? It's simple. Start by noting down your income, all of it. Then, list out your expenses, every single one. From the big ones like rent or mortgage to the small ones like that cheeky coffee you buy each morning. Once you have your list, it's time to analyze. Are there any expenses that surprise you? Any areas where you can cut back? This is where you have the power to change the story. Remember, this isn't about cutting out all the fun from your life. It's about making sure you have enough for the things that truly matter to you. It's about prioritizing and making conscious decisions. It's about taking control of your financial story. So remember, a budget isn't a restriction on your spending. It's a plan for your money to ensure you have enough for the things that are truly important to you. Is your debt snowballing into an uncontrollable monster? Let's tame that beast. Now, debt is like a double-edged sword. It can help you achieve your dreams, like owning a home or getting an education. But when misused, it can turn into a relentless beast that hinders your financial growth. This is the second key point in Avery Breyer's book, How to Stop Living Paycheck to Paycheck. So, how does debt become a trap? Imagine you're at the bottom of a well. The well represents your debt, and the higher the well walls, the more debt you have. Every time you borrow more, the walls get higher, and it gets harder to climb out. The bucket you're using to bail yourself out? That's your income. If the walls are too high or the bucket too small, you're stuck in the well. That's the debt trap. But it's not just about being stuck. The longer you're in the well, the more it costs you. Interest rates on loans and credit cards can be like a slow leak in your bucket, draining your income even as you try to save. Before you know it, you're not just stuck, you're sinking. The dangers of debt aren't just monetary. It can lead to stress, anxiety, and constrain relationships. It can feel like a heavy chain, holding you back from reaching your financial goals. So how do you escape the debt trap? The answer is simple but not easy. You need to pay off your debts as soon as possible. It might mean cutting back on luxuries or finding additional income streams. It could mean negotiating lower interest rates with your creditors or consolidating your debts. The strategies are many, but the goal is the same: to reduce and eventually eliminate your debt. Remember, the first step to getting out of debt is deciding you want to be free of it. Start today. What if I told you that you can make your money work for you? Sounds interesting, doesn't it? Now let's dive into the third key point of Avery Breyer's book, the power of saving and investing. We all know the saying, a penny saved is a penny earned. But what if we took it a step further? What if we could transform that saved penny into a dime, a dollar, or even $100? That's exactly what saving and investing can do for you. It's like planting a seed. You water and nurture it, and over time it grows into a mighty tree, bearing fruits year after year. That's the magic of compounding, where your money earns interest, and then that interest earns interest, and so on. But here's the catch. You need to start saving first. Even if it's just a small portion of your income, it's important to start somewhere. Think of it as paying yourself first. Before you pay your bills, before you buy groceries, before you do anything else, set aside a portion of your income to save. It's not about how much you earn, but how much you keep. Now, on to investing. Imagine having your own team of dollar bills, working around the clock, earning you more money. That's essentially what investing does. It puts your money to work. But remember, it's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. And don't worry if the world of investing seems daunting. You don't need to be a Wall Street wizard to start. There are plenty of resources available to help you understand the basics. The key is to invest wisely and diversify your portfolio to spread the risk. So if you want to break free from living paycheck to paycheck, saving and investing are your tickets to financial independence. Remember, each dollar you save or invest is a step closer to your financial freedom. So, start small if you have to, but start. The sooner you start investing, the closer you are to your financial freedom. Ever dream of a money tree? Let's plant the seeds for that dream to become a reality. Picture this. You're not just relying on one source of income, but have different streams pouring into your financial reservoir. Sounds good, doesn't it? This brings us to the fourth key point of Avery Breyer's enlightening book, creating multiple income streams. Now you might be thinking, I already have a full-time job, how can I possibly manage more? But hear me out. This isn't about overworking yourself or burning the midnight oil every night. It's about smartly diversifying your income sources. Imagine for a moment that you're a juggler. If you're only juggling one ball, what happens when you drop it? The show's over. But if you're juggling 3, 4, or even 5 balls, dropping one isn't the end of the world. You've got others in the air. That's exactly how multiple income streams work. Think about it. You could write a book, start a blog, rent out a room in your house, or even sell handmade crafts online. The possibilities are endless. Each of these income streams could be the difference between just scraping by and financial freedom. It doesn't have to replace your full-time job, but it sure can supplement it. And remember, every stream starts with a single drop. It might seem insignificant at first, but over time these drops add up, and before you know it, you've got a river flowing. The key is to start small, be consistent, and let it grow. So don't be afraid to explore new avenues. Step out of your comfort zone. Maybe that hobby you love so much could turn into a profitable venture. Or perhaps you can invest in stocks or real estate. Whatever it is, let your money work for you. Remember, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversify your income and watch your wealth grow. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how much money you make, but how many ways you can make it. So, how do we escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle? Let's recap. The first step on this journey towards financial liberation is breaking free from the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. It's a rut that many of us unknowingly find ourselves in, where our earnings are spent as soon as they're received. It's a precarious way to live, leaving us vulnerable to unexpected expenses and devoid of any financial cushion. Recognizing this cycle is the first step towards breaking free. Next, we've talked about the importance of budgeting. It's not just about keeping track of your spending, it's about understanding where your money goes and making conscious decisions about how to allocate it. It's about prioritizing your needs over your wants and making sure that every dollar has a purpose. Budgeting is the roadmap to financial freedom, guiding us towards our financial goals and helping us avoid financial pitfalls. Then we delved into the understanding of the debt trap. Debt can be a powerful tool when used wisely, but it can also be a pitfall that keeps us stuck in financial quicksand. It's important to understand the difference between good debt and bad debt. and to make sure that our debt is working for us, not against us. It's also crucial to have a plan for paying off our debts, so we're not just treading water but making progress towards financial freedom. We also discuss the power of saving and investing. It's not just about setting aside money for a rainy day, it's about making our money work for us. Saving gives us a financial cushion, protecting us from unexpected expenses and providing us with peace of mind. Investing, on the other hand, is about growing our wealth, turning our hard-earned money into a powerful financial tool that can help us achieve our financial goals. Finally, we explored the concept of creating multiple income streams. It's not just about earning more money, it's about diversifying our income sources to protect ourselves from financial setbacks. It's about turning our passions into profit and finding ways to earn money that align with our skills and interests. It's about not putting all our financial eggs in one basket, but spreading them out to create a more stable and secure financial future. Remember, financial freedom isn't an overnight achievement. It requires discipline, patience, and consistency. So start today, and step by step, you'll get there. The road to financial freedom may be long and winding, but with these key takeaways from Avery Breyer's book, How to Stop Living Paycheck to Paycheck, you're now equipped with the tools and knowledge to navigate it successfully. So, are you ready to embark on your journey to financial freedom? It's a journey worth taking. Just picture it, folks. A life where you're not living paycheck to paycheck. A life where you're free from the shackles of debt and the constant worry about your financial future. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? But it doesn't have to be. It can be your reality, and Avery Breyer's book can be your guide. This book isn't just a collection of words on paper. It's a roadmap to financial independence. It's like a treasure map, and the treasure is a life of financial stability and freedom. The key takeaways we've discussed today are the X marks the spot on that map. But to truly unlock the treasure chest, you need to dive deeper into the book. So, here's a thought. Why not grab a copy of the book? Whether you buy it or borrow it, the important thing is to read it, digest it, absorb the knowledge it offers, use it as a tool to chisel away at that mountain of debt, to build that fortress of savings, and to grow that garden of multiple income streams. Don't just read the book though, act on it. Use the knowledge you gain to make changes in your life. Small changes, big changes, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you're making progress. Remember, every long journey begins with a single step, and every giant leap towards financial freedom begins with a single penny saved, a single dollar earned, a single debt paid off. And yes, it may not be easy, it may take time, there might be obstacles along the way, but that's okay, because you're not alone on this journey. We're all in this together. And we're here to support each other, to learn from each other, to inspire each other. As Avery Breyer says, the road to financial freedom isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. So, start your race today, and remember, it's not about how fast you go, but about sticking to the path. Until next time, keep growing your wealth.